Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic of human resource management, which is human resource planning, and we are also going to understand its objectives and process in detail. Now let us first understand the basic meaning of human resource planning. See, in an organization there are many departments, there are many levels, and it is very important that the work is done with coordination, in coordination, right? And also, it is important that the work happens within a stipulated time, right? So, in order to operate smoothly without any procrastination, which is delay, an organization has to ensure that it has the right number of people at the right place and also at the right time, right? So if an organization has right kind of people with adequate skills readily available, all the progress work will progress smoothly, right? See, it is very important that we know what kind of people we require at what time, and also what should be the amount, okay? That is the quantity, right? Now let us discuss the various characteristics. See, it is a continuous process because humans will be required, okay, whenever there is a vacancy, and it is very important that it is planned in advance, okay? Everything should be pre-planned, otherwise organization's efficiency, okay, can reduce, very right. And it is also a pervasive function because no matter what the department is, okay, there is a need of employees from time to time, right? Now let us discuss the various objectives of human resource planning. See, we all know that we want to know, estimate the future demand of the employees, and also ascertain the supply possible at a particular time, right? We can know the demand, but we have to know the supply also, how much we can supply, okay? Demand will be told by various heads of departments, but the supply would be thought by us, okay? What would be the supply, where all we can take the people from, okay, hire the people from. Then also keeping the number and types of employees required in future, the type of training programs, okay, to be developed are also planned. Yes, see, if we come to know how many people we require, what kind of people we require, we also have to plan what all training programs they will go through in future, okay, for their growth and eventually the organization's growth, right? And it is also very helpful in meeting the needs of expansions, mergers, diversification, okay? A company keeps on expanding, okay, as in when its profits grow or it grows, okay, so it also does mergers, diversification. So it is very important to plan that employees required, okay, of so and so skills in advance, so that at the right time right number of people are there with us ready to work, okay? It is also very helpful in reducing any kind of dispute in the future. Yes, sometimes it may so happen that the head of department, okay, of any department can come into dispute with the HR manager because he may be facing shortage of employees, the and so therefore it is very good that the HOD tells in advance to the HR manager that we need certain kinds of employees and in so much amount or quantity in future, right? So there won't be any dispute. Now let us discuss the HR process, okay, human resource planning process in detail. So the first one is determine the objective of human resource planning. Yes, very right. Before doing or starting any work, we need to plan, okay, what is our objective, okay? We have to be very clear of our objective in our mind, right? So the first step is determining the goal of human resource planning, okay? The goal can be anything. The goal is to expand. Let's say our organization wants to expand within certain so and so time, right? So this could be also a goal. Then current HR available, we need to see how much human resources available. Okay, we need to take a stock of the situation, overall idea of the current staff, right? Okay, then we forecast demand and supply of human resource. Then we forecast how many people we are needing. Okay, we need in future. Okay, within a so and so time, and then how much we will be able to supply. Okay, sometimes it so happens that the various departments are demanding, let's say, 200 people, but we are able to supply 100 only because of various reasons, because of maybe deflation in the economy or many other reasons, shortage of supply of human resources because of the wage being low. Okay, many reasons can be there. Okay, then action plan for redeployment and redundancy. See, a proper plan is made regarding where to hire the peoples from and what media to be used, right? We need to plan where, from which sources we are going to hire people. Okay, will it be from a nearby area or far away area or from consultancies, colleges? We need to think it in advance, right? Then determining job requirements of people to be hired. Okay, we also need to know what would be the JD, job description of a particular job. See, we all have read about job analysis, right? We are going to discuss in detail about job analysis and its components in detail in our coming videos, but for now let us understand a summary. See, under job analysis, we make basically job description and job specification. So job specification talks about the qualities that are skills that are required in a job, basically. Okay, what all this job entails and what are the skills we require from people to perform in this job. Whereas job specification is the quality of people. Okay, what kind of quality are required in people. Okay, it talks about person. Okay, and job description talks about the job. Okay, so we need to determine the job requirements also. Then the employment plan. Here we basically plan whether to take just interview, let's say, whether to take employment tests also. What would be the employment plan? What How are we going to hire these people? What process of interview we are going to follow? Okay, will it be a direct interview or a one-on-one or a group? Okay, everything has to be planned in advance. Then monitoring and feedback. Yes, after we have implemented all these things, we need to see whether there was any shortage, okay, from the set standards, and if found, then we will take an adequate controlling measure. Okay, monitor. Then feedback. Yes, feedback is very important. We also need to take the feedback of the people, right? Okay, so what did we understand today? We basically discussed the meaning of human resource planning, which is planning the human resources in advance so that right number of people, right kind of people are available at the right time, right? Then we also talked about the characteristics. It is a continuous process, okay, because we require human from time to time. Okay, then it is a pervasive function also because it is available at every department because we need employees at every department. Then objectives are that we have to estimate the future demands of employees. Okay, and also the supply that we can supply, okay, in future. It is also very important. And keeping the number and types of employees required in future, the type of training programs to be developed. Okay, training programs are important for diversification, mergers and expansions and all these things also. Then we further talked about the human resource planning process, which is first knowing the objective of HRP. Then we have to take a overall idea of the current staff. Then we have to predict, forecast the demand and supply. Then we have to develop an action plan for redeployment and redundancy, right? Where to hire the people from and what media sources to be used. Then what we have to determine job requirements of the people to be hired. Okay, then we have to make an employment plan. How do we select the employees? Then finally we monitor and do feedback. Right. So let's practice some important questions. Under which step of HR planning job description is made or analyzed? Employment plan, feedback, control, none of the above. So the question is, under which step of HR planning job description is made? So we know that under which step the job description is made? Determining the job requirements of people to be hired. Okay, so here the option is employment plan, feedback, control, none of the above. So as we know that it is under employment plan, there is, we just plan the selection process. Under feedback, we take feedback. On control, it is just measuring the actual performance with the set standards. So the correct answer for this would be none of the above. Okay, because no option is there in the option. Okay, then what is the other name of human resource planning? Manpower planning, personnel planning, employment planning, all of the above. See, these all are the names of human resource planning. Remember, okay, they can ask you any name, so you have to remember every name, right? So this was all for today. Thank you so much.